I mean, you can't say anything wrong. Really, the question is like, why do you care about people? Why do you care that we wear masks? Why do you care that we keep our kids safe? Because there's so many people that just think this is a conspiracy.
Oh, God, I was watching that the other day, and the guy said, this is fake. He said, I wore a mask for 3 months and nothing happened. Well, you dumbass, that's because you had a mask on. You know? It doesn't even make sense what some of these people are thinking and saying, Lorelai.
There was a church in California that held a 7,000 person indoor service with kids and no masks. And it was in LA. And LA is spiking so bad. It's bad everywhere. I was in Florida before they peaked. I took Adeline through 5 airports because we needed help teaching her. And,
oh, my God.
And it's if you wear a mask, it can actually provide you an immunity.
Yeah. Well, I'm more than aware of that. Yeah, I'm more than aware of that. And I have seen some people go off on other people because they don't have the mask on or they're not wearing it properly. You know? And so I'm not going to be one of those people. First off, I have enough respect for myself as well as for other people, because if you think about it, it's stopping whatever's coming out of your mouth from getting onto the next person. So, you know, that's just common courtesy. You know? I don't understand. I just do not understand these people that think it's fake. What have happened to all the people that have died? I mean, is that fake too? You know, it's crazy. Yeah,
and so many people have died. It's the same as the the city of Tallahassee in Florida, and the equivalent of the entire state of Texas has been infected.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I cannot even imagine. And I know, having lived in Japan and have plenty of Asian friends, they think the United States, we are dingbats for even arguing over something as minute as wearing a mask. I mean, in China, they wear it all the time because it's so polluted, you know? I mean, you know, the fact that we are actually having this conversation about a mask for your health is sad in itself.
Well, and my mom was walking into a grocery store in Las Vegas, and somebody just walking by called her a fucking bitch. It was like, it's getting
had a mask on.
It's getting aggressive.
For what?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Well, you know what? I solved that problem. Corona has been good to me. I go in my house. I don't have to worry about people I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. No. I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to see anybody if I don't want to see anybody. The only people I miss are, you know, my family, Kaylin. And I can't see him because, you know, he already works with kids.
Oh, he's still working with kids?
Yeah. So he's a supervisor over there now. So he's you know, got his own thing about, you know, safety and all that. And then he goes home and his girlfriend's a nurse. So they're constantly around other people, you know.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah, it's sad. I don't get to see him like I want to.
Oh, congratulations to him.
Yeah, he's doing really well, Lorelai. 25, doing really well. He's driving a he got a new car because someone totaled his other one he had. So now he's driving a Mercedes. It's a beauty. He just got his girlfriend a car. He's just a sweetheart. He really is the kind of guy that I wish I had dated.
You did well. Go, Mama. You did well.
Yeah, I can't take all the credit. You know, Nana and his dad have been around to help, you know, and so, you know, Blake's really involved, and he's still out that way, and yeah, you know, so it's all good, you know, that's all you can hope for, you know.
You did well by your next one. That's, you inspire me, Karen. You inspire me, because, man, it ain't freaking easy with the men folk, and then the kids like Aaron.
Yes. I know. I can imagine. And then you had a child, and now you have an adult child too. Yeah, I can imagine what you must have been going through. Yeah, I wish I had been there to help you out, but I was in there in spirit, sweetie.
You were, well, watching you gave me strength the whole way through. And gosh, I wish I was there for you because it sounds like you've had a shit run.
We all have, and that's one thing when I talked to you the other day, I said, it's nothing special going on here. Everybody is going through their own thing. Whether it's a positive or a negative, whatever, they're all going through it, and so what I'm dealing with is just my baggage, my baggage, So, yeah, I don't think of it as anything special or, I'm doing anything particular. I'm just trying to get up every day and keep my ass going.
Yeah. Just one day at a time.
Yeah.
One freaking day at a time.
Heaven might be ready for me, but I ain't ready for heaven.
Yeah, I was in a pretty hard job up until a couple of months ago, and it was insane, the political bullshit that really were killing people. I was in labor. I was representing the King County clinic workers, and the just disastrous way people were being treated over politics in King County was infuriating. And
oh my God.
So much discrimination.
Well, you know what? All I could say about King County right now is that whole council needs to be wiped off the face of the earth. The whole freaking King County Council. Just get rid of all of them.
Karen, I know. I was the co-chair for the Coalition of Unions, and so we bargained directly with the council.
Right.
It's evil. The toxic waste that they've dumped. I've been through 3 audits telling auditors about their horrible shit. One of them even sexually harassed me.
Oh, my God.
There's investigations. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting.
Oh, my God.
Kathy Lambert's the only one I like. She's a fruitcake. She's a fruitcake. But she's the only one I like.
Wow.
But
that's crazy. That is, I mean, with all the crap that's been going on in the city, with the protests and everything else, it's just, I mean, it's overwhelming sometimes when you think about it, but what the council has done to the police officers, what they have done to the protesters, it's just wrong all around. I don't even understand their thinking sometimes.
It's just malicious.
But, yeah. So your question, one of your questions was, why did I join the military? And I don't have any special answer like I wanted to serve my country, to be honest with you. I wanted to just travel. I wanted to get out of my father's home. And I wanted to travel, and having grown up in Japan, I was used to that kind of life, So for me, that was basically what it was. My patriotism, as you might want to call it, came about after I was in the military. Being proud and seeing what we were actually doing and what we were supposed to be there for, you know what I'm saying? And seeing not only myself working hard for it, but other people too. This was, I mean, I've been in a lot of organizations, things that kind of made you feel, okay, when I think of it like this, I was a Catholic girl, and so you went to a Catholic school, so that was uniforms and strict rules and that kind of stuff, I grew up in a foreign country, so you learn to deal with other people. All of this came into great use when I was in the military. I was in a different group, wearing a uniform, following different rules, traveling around the country. It just all fell into place. So, yeah, but all that came, patriotism and love of country and all that came after I was in there.
Well, let me ask you this. The way the attitude in the military around hygiene, social hygiene, and
right.
Was that, was that something that was just accepted? You had said that, it's just common respect to cover what's coming out of your mouth. Because I imagine if you spread something within your barracks ranks, I don't know what to call it, but if you spread something, everybody could go down.
Well, we did go through that. I mean, you've got people from all across the country. Their hygienes, their way they do things is definitely going to be different from yours. When I was in basic training, the first month that we were there, 2 weeks after we were there, all of us had crabs. Every single female had crabs. And I have never in my entire life had any kind of STD or rash. But, oh, good Lord, girl, I was dying. I just wanted to. Lord, if there was a hair on my body, I was shaving it off. You know what I'm saying? No, it was really different and strange, but they had doctors come in. They gave us all medication. They stripped all of our beddings. You know, we got brand new mattresses. We did a major cleanup of the building itself, you know. So, and after that, we never had another problem. But when you get all these different people coming from all across the world, all across, the United States, you get shit like that, I guess, because the military acted very casual about it. It was us girls that were tripping. You see what I'm saying? The military was like, okay, we got this under control. Just strip this, get this going, clean the building, and bring in the new mattresses. You know what I'm saying? So apparently this must be something that they deal with on a constant basis with new girls coming in.
It sounds
I don't know, but that's what I would think.
Yeah, it sounds like you get all these cultures and practices, and then whatever happens within the first couple of weeks, they just normalize everybody, they get rid of it, and they start everyone on the same page.
They say that, after a while, girls all get on the same kind of period wavelength type of thing. And so, when you get a whole bunch of women, and we had 50 women in a barracks from all across the states, and, you get all this different stuff happening like that, So, yeah.
What was your title whenever you left the military?
I was Sergeant E5.
E5. Okay. I just want to make sure you get that part right. And so I heard you say you grew up in Japan, that you were born and raised Catholic, Sergeant E5. And I know you're really active in your community when you can be active in your community. I think one of the last questions I have for you is, it feels like we've lost a lot of national pride. And,
oh, hell yeah, girl. Preach.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it's like for someone in your position who's been an emblem of why we should have national pride.
Yeah. It kills me when they burn the flag. I understand their frustration. Breaks my heart. It's it seems like we've gotten so rude and, I don't know, impatient with each other. Before, we were all Americans fighting for the same thing, and now we're all over the board, or you're either left or you're right. It's just, I don't know, it just seems like people are taking sides that don't have anything to do with being an American anymore. We should all be fighting for the same thing. Health care, decent places to live. Have you seen our homeless population? We have new homeless people out there because of Corona. These are concerns that everybody needs to wake up and take into consideration because it affects us all. It affects us all. We're not going to get rid of this Corona if we can't get people healthy, and we can't get people healthy if we don't get them in or get them someplace decent to live and something decent to eat. Have you seen some of these homeless camps? I'm sorry, I go on. I know, I'm sorry.
No. This is real. This is visceral. And I have about 500 worker grade barrier masks that I need to donate. I need to run them down to Tent City 3 in those because I'm looking at them. We got a whole wall of the damn things that we got to donate.
Yeah, definitely. Not that whether or not they wear it, the fact that they have it. Kayla and I did a thing right before we moved out here. No, he was sophomore in high school, so that was quite a while ago. But we did this thing and we did blankets and took them all down there, We took them to the one on First Avenue. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, so at least if they have it, whether or not they use it or not, they can't say they didn't have it.
They'll use it because whenever I started screaming about masks up here, I actually got taken out of work for a month because they thought I was crazy before everything changed. Yeah, it was bad. And at the time I was like, well, maybe I am crazy, which I wasn't. I beat the CDC. But up here,
You're not crazy.
well, up here, so my mom flipped her textile business and started making masks. And so I was buying them and I was giving them out to anybody in our town because I wanted the kids to stay safe.
Right.
And the white privileged people, they didn't give me the time of day. But the guy at the gas station who's an immigrant who has 6 kids, he took all of them. I was like, they're not going to fit your kids. He's like, my wife will sew them. We'll make it work.
Right.
The homeless person, they took 4. It was all the
Right.
people that were oppressed and didn't have social status that knew that just having that, they'd make it work.
Right. That's amazing. That is just amazing. And like I said, I'm just appalled at some of these kids who think that it is their right and their privilege to go out and party without a mask. This one girl said, we were all at the party and it was so great because everybody had their mask in their hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I fell on the floor. I was like, what? They had their mask in their hand. Are you that ignorant that you can, sometimes you just want to hit people.
We got an education problem in our country.
My goodness. I couldn't deal with it. I could not deal with it. See, I'm used to it. I go to the VA. One good thing about the VA and Corona, though, there used to be a bunch of people, for better or for worse, I should say, used to be a bunch of people, homeless people, that would just hang out at the VA. They could get a shower. They could get food. If they were really sick, they can get medical help, especially if they were a veteran. But they always had donuts and coffee. And so the homeless people, and then the old military guys who didn't have anything to do, they'd ride the bus into the VA and sit up there all damn day drinking coffee and eating donuts and chatting with their buddies. Now that Corona has started, no visitors, no hangabouts. So the hospital is really kind of deserted because they're not at the hospital, and that's the way it should have been. Hospital's supposed to be for sick people.
Yeah, they became community centers.
We've got a whole floor for Corona,
Yeah, I always remember back to the story or the experience I was around for whenever all of a sudden you got that call one day and your brother, David, did I have his name right? Yeah, all of a sudden you got a call and you're like, oh, he's in downtown Seattle. You've just let him out, Western, and you've given him enough money for a payphone call.
Yep.
And luckily he had the number in his head to remember.
Yep.
And I think you had a really good caseworker, and even that person didn't contact you.
Nope. And the thing about it is, my brother was lucky because he had family he could call. But what about the other people that just get dropped off down there with nowhere to go, no resources, no resources.
And medications? How are they supposed to get
stuff back there?
Yeah, and medications, you can't just stop that stuff.
Yeah. They didn't give him anything when they took him out of Western. He didn't have any meds. He didn't have anything.
Well, and I've been tracking Western for a while now, for about 10 years. And the thing about Western is, they've been cited by the state. They've almost had to close down. And it's not like they're just underfunded. They're just underfunded. But yet the prisons
wants to put the money into that, and I don't understand why, because that's for the community's safety.
Yes. And we can't keep people in prison. We can't keep picking those people up.
Right. And then when they get out and they get into these confrontations with the police, and the policeman has to tase him or has to shoot him, then everybody's in an uproar about it. Well, where were you when this guy needed some help before he even got involved with the police?
I love talking to you. It's just such a beautiful way to capture it. Where were you? Now you're going to show up and have an opinion? Where were you when we needed the action? No, words are words. These are just words.
Yeah. Do something, be there, I know that, I always had this thing about talking to people or people coming up and talking to me. I've always had a soft spot for those that don't have. I try to do what I can do. And even now, I still feed as many people as I can feed. I go into dialysis and I've got packed food and, cooked dinners and stuff that I give to the guys, I mean, I do what I can do. And if everybody just tried to do not anything big, not change the world, not even change your community.
Just help. Just help.
Just change one person's day.
Yeah, go to your neighbor and give them a casserole when you see that the branch fell on their house.
And let me tell you, these guys, they appreciate it, and I know they do because, dialysis wears your ass out. You get about 2 hours of the day where you're okay, and then the rest of it is just crap. And not to have to cook, not to have to worry about where you're going to get your next meal from without having to get your sick butt up and drag yourself to, just to know that you've got a plate of food that somebody made for you for that day. I mean, these guys love it.
Well, and if they're lucky enough to have a family or someone's sick and has a family, Aaron's on for like 24 hours and then he's off for 2 days. And so the wife or the partner or the family or the son, they have to like work and cook and shop and clean and do meds. I mean, I remember with Adeline, there was a time after his hip surgeries where I was every 2 hours, you got to start breastfeeding. And then right at the end of the 2 hours was his med cycle. So I would go down and then get up and do his meds for an hour and then do a breastfeeding and then like work.
Oh, gosh, girl.
And then you got to eat right. And he's got to eat right because he's going to die otherwise because they botched up a surgery. I mean, and I got it good. I got it good. I got health insurance and access to resources, man. I don't know how people do this.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Whoa. Man, I'm just thinking about what women do this. I'm sorry. I love my men. But women do this. They multitask in a way that is good for your family, for your community, for, women do this.
We do. And it takes a hell of a toll.
Yeah, it does. It does. But a man couldn't do it. That's all I got to say. That's the only thing that keeps me going.
The Y chromosome is a broken little thing.
I'm telling you. Okay.
Well, this has been beautiful. Karen.
Hey, let's keep in touch now.
Yep.
I love Duo popping in. Quick shout out. I'm going to call you guys back later on so I can talk to Adeline. What time she get out of school?
She's usually home. Well, usually we just started 3:30. She's usually home by.
Okay. Oh, she's going a full day then, huh?
Yeah, we put her in Montessori.
How about that? Honestly, what's your opinion on that?
Well, so the school district's closed, so she's not in school. She's not in public school. Yeah, but I got to get her out of the house. She's got to learn. So we had her back in daycare, but that's a socially hellhole situation. So the Montessori school in Edmonds, even though they do up to kindergarten, she's first grade. She's 6, and she's 6 for the year, so they can slide her in under homeschooling.
Right.
So they got one teacher. They got her the 10 kids in a pod. She's the oldest, so she doesn't have to worry about the other kids, doing the social BS and bullying and stuff. And then she's learning how to make a map, and she's gonna do really well.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Get her learning anything, whatever it is. But to keep that learning thing up, it's just so hard. I know that there are some college students and high school students that are tutoring different families, they'll come into the house and tutor if there's 3 or 4 kids, and they'll spend 2 hours going through their homework with them and helping them out and stuff. So I've heard of some people doing that. My sister she has 2 younger kids, kindergarten and preschool, and she wasn't going to send them in, but they started it up, and she thought that the education was more important.
You can't be a teacher and a parent, is what, for me at least, because my relationship with my kid is not worth jeopardizing, because she's also got to shower and clean and eat.
I don't envy you guys. I do not envy you parents trying to do that. Be a parent and be a teacher at the same time.
And be stuck in the house. You can't send them out to the park.
Right.
You can't send them to the neighbor's house.
Yeah. Yeah. I just hope that in the long run, and you know what killed me when Corona first started? I couldn't wrap my head around the fact that we were actually doing commercials on how to frickin' wash your hands. I mean,
public health funding has been in the tanker for 20 years, since 1999. That's why I went into labor. I couldn't get a job.
I cannot believe it, though.
Well, Karen, what we're doing...
Don't your parents teach you that?
Yeah, I mean, vaccinations have made us very laxed. They really have.
Well, that is very true. That's very true. What about the people that don't get vaccinated? How is that affecting kids now? Do you know?
Yeah.
Or families now?
Yeah, and you're thinking about like the normal vaccinations, like measles, mumps.
Right. There's a lot of people that didn't vaccinate their kids.
Yeah, there's been a lot of outbreaks the last couple of years, serious ones, where younger kids that can't be vaccinated and kids that are at risk, they die these horrible deaths. And what it is unless somebody sees it and has eyes on it, they don't believe it. And there's so much crap out in social media. Nobody knows how to interpret the data and what to look at.
I know. I look at social media sometimes and I'm like, I mean, you kind of, if it's true, okay, and then you don't know if it's true, so you just kind of flip on up.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were serious when you contacted me. I said, oh, she's got the wrong person. Flip to the next,
Well,
So,
but
irregardless of whether or not I help you with your little thing here, I'm so glad to be back in contact with you and Erin. I can't wait to see Lorelai. I'm going to call her one day around 4.
just give me a call.
But yeah, it's just great. You guys are still in the same house?
Oh, no, there was a rodeo there with the mental health problems, which involved institutionalization, but we got through it, and we're now moving into a new place, actually probably next month. It's just up the street, though. It's just up in Linwood.
Oh, okay.
So we're in a rental. We're in a rental right now.
Last time I talked to you guys, you were dealing with some plumbing issues with your sister and them downstairs.
Yeah, so Lucy got divorced. She married Aaron's brother.
Lord, have mercy.
She married Aaron's brother.
You?
Aaron's brother.
Wait. I met your brother at the wedding.
No, he wasn't there.
No? Oh, okay.
No, he's
She met Aaron's brother, and oh my good Lord. Hey, Aaron, it must be something in your family, babe.
Yeah, assholism.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and Aaron was living out on his own for about a year, and then we're back now.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but the house was sold a year ago, and we're Aaron's getting ready to buy another house, and we're all going to move into that one up the street.
Oh, okay.
You know how family is. It's chaotic.
That's okay. I just, I'm glad you guys are still in this part of, north end of the town.
Oh, yeah.
And you're still going back and forth to the UW?
No, I was doing labor for 3 years. So,
right, you told me
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and then I'm still on paid leave because they screwed me over so bad not to sue. They paid me out for 4 months of my salary, and then I started this nonprofit. So we almost have a course ready to teach people social hygiene, Karen. Literally just social hygiene.
That is so sad, Lorelai. That really is sad.
But
that really is sad.
I changed one fucking major policy, though, with King County, and that is that all workers that bargain wage comps, they have to account for historical oppression. So the medical assistants that are black that are getting screamed at while they swab people in downtown clinic, they got to pay them the 3 cents that black women don't get paid now. They have to pay them. They have to pay them. They have to pay them.
Right,
it's in policy. I almost got killed politically for that one, but I fucking got 7,000 people behind my back to do it.
Oh, Lorelai, we need more of you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're my
Fuck them.
girl.
Fuck them. I got it through.
I cannot believe that either. Why would they not want to help the people? down there swap putting themselves in this dangerous situation.
There's so many things, Karen. There's so many things. The people at the top don't have a fucking clue. They need to fucking do it themselves one day. One day.
Well, you know what? Sometimes people don't want to know. They're just more than happy to go along with their every day-to-day thing.
Yeah, because they
sweep it under the carpet.
Because
let
they don't
somebody else handle it.
And because they don't have to get affected by it.
Yeah.
They're
when
making
it affects them, then they get involved.
Yeah. If you're making from the system, it's great. Wait till you're on the bottom. I hate systems. I hate the jail system. Been through that shit. I hate the medical system. I hate the insurance system. I hate fucking capitalism. I hate the political system. There is no fucking system that works other than community. Just community.
True. Yeah, that's true. That is really true. Yeah, especially when you put it like that. Yeah. Politics and everything included.
Yeah, all the other stuff, Darwin always said, complex is not better. It's just more complex.
Yeah, I tell you, speaking of politics, every single day, I have a mini heart attack because I hear something in the political world that is just so grievous. You just cannot even believe it. Yesterday, Trump said that, it was the fact that we didn't maintain our forests. And that we needed more forest management to help cut down on these fires. And I thought to myself, are you really that ignorant? That you don't see that this is because of, the weather and everything else that this is happening? This is not because we didn't rake the forest?
You remember the rake the forest? Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's talking about we need better forest management.
I'd like to see him get out and rake a forest.
Yeah. I can't understand how he could be our leader and he is so damn ignorant. And he makes so many excuses for the thing. He's still telling people Corona is fine. He's still having these big, huge rallies with people not wearing masks. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He just doesn't care. And I have a small heart attack every single day because of him. Just ridiculous.
What would be one thing, before we close this off, what would be one thing you'd want to change for your son's generation? I mean, I know there's a lot to pick from. There's a lot of stuff to pick from. But just off the cuff, what is kind of one hope for society so that when your son has his son and his son and his son, what scares you the most you'd want changed? Or where do you think there's hope?
One thing that I would worry about is, that I do worry about the most, is this earth that we're living in. We can't have crops if we don't take care of the earth. We don't have clean water. We can't, raise animals, raise a family, or any of that kind of stuff if we don't have health, and we don't have food, and we don't have, education. We can't have any of that if we don't have a good earth. It all starts with this planet. People have got to step up, and they've got to take care of the planet, and everything else, I think, will fall into place. Stop tearing down the Amazon. Go in there and find the medicines and the shit that can help us. Stop tearing it down. My whole thing is this planet. And we can't do a damn thing if we kill our planet.
That's beautiful.
That's where I start off at. Yeah. Global warming and all that.
Always got to protect the mothers if you want the babies to live.
Hey, you can't sprout something new, especially if it's rotten,
What's the biblical phrase, or the maybe it's Eastern Asian, anyways, it's something like when the last fish is dead, man will realize he can't eat money.
Ooh.
It's something along those lines. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, money doesn't taste too good, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, I'm not into the money thing anyway. I mean, first of all, I don't make a lot. I make $1,000 a month on my disability. It doesn't get me very far.
That doesn't.
I've had to go and take, food stamps and other kinds of, thank goodness, social services that are available to me because of that.
Yep.
So my life doesn't revolve around a lot of money. But as long as I have the things that I basically need, roof over my head, a bed to sleep in, food, and health care, and family, you know, and all of that starts at the beginning.
Don't forget these. These are important.
What is it? Oh, God, I haven't had a cigarette, girl, since I...
Oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry. I should have showed them.
Since my first dialysis. That was the last time I had a cigarette. Seriously, I can't smoke. I don't drink. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just because it doesn't... I can't.
It's just not good.
Doesn't do me any... Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Them going in and doing dialysis and cleaning me out all the time. I used to try to drink and get drunk and then go into dialysis and they'll flush me. That didn't work either, so.
Well, hon, give me a call. Give me a call all the time.
Yes.
Anytime. I work at home now, so.
Like, do you want to shoot the shit? Yeah.
Yeah, please.
You get mad? Call me.
Oh, I will.
Call me.
I got a lot of anger around these folks.
I'll bitch with you, too.
Well, I went ahead. Oh, gosh, I didn't even ask your permission. I went ahead and recorded our conversation, just the audio, so that some of the clips that you said were just gorgeous. But anytime I'm going to use anything, I will send it to you first and say, hey, are you cool with this? And you can say yes, no.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, anything that you and I talk about right now, you can put it in there. I give you my permission.
Yep.
I know what we're doing here. Well, I don't know what we're doing here, but you do. And so, yeah, you use what you need to use. I'm so proud of you, Lorelai. You know you are my absolute health social worker, person of everything. So, yeah, you keep doing what you're doing. We need people like you. You do the hard fight for us, you know what I'm saying? And we need more people like you. So I am proud of you, girl.
You keep me fueled. You keep me fueled, love.
Keep it up. I'm proud of you. Really am.
Hey, give Mary a hug.
I love you so much, and I can't, Aaron. I can't believe we're finally still in touch, man. I miss you guys so much. You take care, all of you guys. Let me know when you move and all that good stuff.
Love you.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
You can find out more about the 8 safety protocols at socialsafetyinitiative.org. Till next time, mask up. Because 1, 2, 3, your mask saves me.